Okay. Um, so excited to be sitting here talking with the rock and roll princesses of Peterborough. And I'm really excited to talk about art and music and what you guys have been up to during the pandemic. And honestly, a little bit too about Borderless Music and Arts Festival and maybe, get a little sneak peek into what you might be doing. But first, I want to just, for everyone else who hasn't met you, would be a shock, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Okay, well, I'm Mara Watson, and I'm one of the rock and roll princesses.
And I'm Charlie Watson, the other rock and roll princess.
Yeah. I've come to know you through, well, Trent Radio, but also Rock Camp for Girls. And that has been a really fun, exciting journey to be on in general, but also to be with you and working with you, both of you. I guess I first started playing with you, Charlie, because you were older. And then Mara, you started, showing up and just totally drumming out of nowhere, which I don't know when that started. So how about you tell me, how you started with music and what that's been like for you, just growing up with it all around you.
Well, I guess my parents are music. They're like the definition of music. But I got fiddle lessons or violin lessons when I was like really little. So like when I was like 3 or 4. So I've been playing that for a while. And I also like went to rock camp for girls forever. Like
Forever.
forever.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I also took violin lessons when I was also like 4 or 3, but then like 2 years ago I switched to piano because I wasn't really enjoying the violin, and I've also been to rock camp for girls a lot.
Amazing. I've also been to Rock Camp for Girls. And yeah, what has it been like learning so many different instruments? And I guess, what is music to you? Like, why do you play it? What do you feel when you do it? Why do you do it?
Well, I do it because I really enjoy playing it, and also I like performing music shows, and you have to practice to do shows.
I think that I like music is because it's one way to make something with my sister. We have made like a lot of songs, including Puppy Days, and then Sister, a song about us hating each other. So
It's perfect because you can't just pretend you love each other all the time. That's not what being a sister is all about, you know? So
we need to share a room though, so.
Oh, well, it's great that you share room. You have to like balance, you love each other, you're best friends, but you also get on each other's nerves. And what a great way to work through that through songs. I wish my siblings and I did that, but we didn't know how to play instruments when we were that little. So it's really awesome that you do that. Is there like do you ever decide when you're gonna like write a song, or is it just like you're playing around and then all of a sudden you're kind of playing a song or writing it, or yeah, how does that happen? Are you just like, hey Mara, I want to go play, or like is it just natural? I don't know.
Well, it's both. Like some of the songs were for the RPM challenge, like Sister was for it, but then Puppy Day we just kind of wrote.
Yeah. This is when we were like really little. It's like puppy days are the best. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The best. Okay, I really love it.
And then we just like wrote stories, but in the form of songs.
Perfect.
Sometimes it's just like, Mara, come on, we're writing a song. Yeah, good job. They're like, oh yeah, let's write a song.
We're writing a song and we're already and then Mario's just like or what is your what are you guys playing around right now? Like what is during the pandemic? What are you playing?
Well, I I'm learning the ballroom right now. It's kind of like an Irish hand drum with like a stick. And then also I've been learning the tin whistle, so is Charlie. And yeah, we both, well, I play the drums.
Yeah, I play the fiddle and the ukulele. Those are like my main two instruments. I can play Heart and Soul on the piano. Only
Nice.
thing that I can play. Also, I can also play chopsticks, but
The classics, the only two classics you need to know.
only two. I can. It's mainly fiddle or ukulele, but I can play the tin. I'm not the best at the tin whistle, but I can play one song well, which is Old Lang Syne for some reason. But yeah.
Oh, and I can also play the accordion, and I sometimes play that for the family band.
Ooh, I want to play the accordion. I was gonna say though, oh yeah, are you gonna have a little secret whisper moment? You can totally have a secret whisper moment. Okay. I was gonna say, how did you say the instrument you, Amara, Bodhran?
Yeah,
Bodhran?
like a ballroom.
Bowron? Bowron?
Yeah,
Bowron.
it's spelled like BODHA. Wait, no, BODHRAN or something.
Oh, I think
There's
I've seen that written, but you
Yeah,
don't say
it's
the
like-
D?
It's like a drum. It's like mine is like this big. It's like huge, and it's the drum is made of goat skin, and then there's like a thingy that looks like a belt that holds it in place, and then it's like the rest of it's wooden with like a handle in the back, and then you just like play beats on it with the stick.
It's beautiful. I also play a frame drum, but it's very different from that drum. But I love. Oh yes, 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 yes. Can you show me a little bit?
Very, very loud.
It is loud.
If you
So.
put your hand at the back of it, like on the actual skin to mute it, it'll be better for the recording.
Okay, so this is
Yeah, turn it a little bit, if you can.
this is a reel. Wait,
I've been playing a whole bunch of fiddle. I'm bad at like reels.
this
and
is
stuff,
a
but-
reel.
You're not bad. I can't even play the fiddle. Oh, I can't hear it.
Oh,
So why don't you just hold this?
Oh, you know why? Okay, I have this thing on my computer. Let me just see it. If I put the. Oh my God!
I have a sparkly blue fiddle. Isn't that amazing? Why don't I? Do you want me to like try and play a reel and then you can try and play along with it?
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
How does the reel go again?
the cable wheel.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so lovely. Jill, you're so lucky you get to just hang out at home and hear this. That's so cool. Thank you for sharing. That's really lovely. So you guys, that's what you've been doing during the pandemic.
basically.
Well, I actually started learning the bell around like
2 weeks.
no, like 5 weeks ago, maybe.
Oh, that's recent. Okay, yeah, because that was actually going to be one of my questions was whether you feel like you've been learning anything new during the pandemic while you've been at home. I know things are super weird and like you have school, but like what have you been learning otherwise, you know? So that's one thing you've been doing. Have
Goes
you
to
learned?
tin.
And the tin whistle. I love it. Those are life skills. Like that's all you need to know.
Radio show.
Oh,
Radio show.
oh yeah, radio show. We have radio show.
Yeah, we have new radio shows.
Tell me about that.
So mine is called Child Musicians, and the title is kind of the description. So I literally chat with musicians. That's why it's called Chat with Musicians. So like I interview a musician every week, and then I play one of their songs or one of like their favorite songs.
That's
And
awesome.
it's on that Sunday at 6:30.
Yeah. And then I have another show. We used to do like a combined show, but it's getting kind of hard because we've already been together so much.
And I talked a lot about the solar system and the rock and roll princesses.
It's a bit too much. So we went into other shows. So I personally think that I have a bit more of a creative name. It's Charlie. It's not about chart. It's about art. It's different. It's not charts. It's art.
Ooh,
My
okay.
dad got confused when I said that. He thought it was like I was doing like a geography show or something. I think I said that wrong. But it's I chat with artists, visual artists about art.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who have you spoken to so far?
Well, the first thing that I did was my grandma. She is an artist. She's amazing. But that was my first thing, and so I've done like Laurel Pollock. I think I
Yeah,
said
love
her.
her.
Emmy
Sumar.
Sumar. What? Sumara. Catherine Durst. Diane Latchford. Mel Jacobs, which
Yeah.
I talked with Barbara Rotz, and I've talked with a whole bunch of people.
I talked with first I did Ariel, Sarah, then I did Curtis Grieger, and then I did Bo Dixon, and then I did Tom Michael, and then I did Matthias Calm, and then I did
Wow.
Roland, and then I did
Look at this roster.
and I also did my dad.
Of course, you can't leave him out.
And soon Charlie, maybe this week since we're gonna go to our grandma and grandpa's, we might interview each other because I do like watercolor sometimes, and Charlie's a musician.
Perfect. So you just swap and interview each other. That's so nice. What's your favorite part about doing the radio show, other than obviously getting to talk to amazing, musicians and artists that, I don't know. Personally, I got really excited when you said you interviewed, like, for example, Laurel, and then as well, like, Matthias and Ariel, because I love listening to them. I love going to their studio. I love, it would be, I don't know how I would even be brave enough to interview them.
Well, actually, they're like one of my mom's favorite friends.
How do you just this is just normal to you? You're just sitting at home.
They're recorded over Zoom, and like we've been doing it for basically our whole life, so it's pretty easy.
Not recording over
Awesome.
Zoom.
Yeah,
No.
recording over Zoom is very recent.
Yeah, that's
like
new.
doing radio shows.
But I feel like that took you to like the next level. Like, would you have done this radio show and been able to do all those interviews like that if not to try this Zoom?
Yep.
Yeah, what would you be doing otherwise?
Otherwise, we'd probably still be doing Rock Princesses or chat with musicians and the Comfy Corner with Charlie. I did one show.
The Comfy Corner?
The
Nice.
Comfy Corner with Charlie.
And then it's like, it is kind of like DIY crafts and recipes.
Yeah, it's basically a book review, a recipe that I really like. So for instance, I did like pancakes and pretzels. and then it would have been like a DIY craft thing.
And then one time Charlie said, I don't want to do the Comfy Corner with Charlie when we figure out stuff, so I did. Why don't you do the uncomfortable out in the open with not Charlie?
Not cozy at all. Do you feel more creative during the pandemic then? It sounds like you sound very creative during this time.
Yeah, we've had more time to do stuff. We've probably always been this creative, but never had the actual chance to do this type of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing art every single day. I have art, like right there. You can't see it.
Can you show?
Yes. Actually, this is when I did for the Charlie show. At the end, for like the last 15 to 10 minutes, I do like an art piece or like a lesson or like a drawing thingy. So this is the one with Convoy.
Whoa, it's really interesting. I like all the different patterns.
It was collage. So this is art.
Yeah.
I did that, I guess. I helped Mom pick the flowers with that.
That's very creative, very beautiful. See tiger lilies, I see those purple little bell things we see everywhere. I don't know their name, but
What are they, Mom?
Mom doesn't know either.
yeah, they're everywhere though. They're gorgeous.
Black-eyed Susans or something?
Yeah. Black. These are like dead lilies, I think. Not lilies.
Those are sea holly. Those spiky things.
Spikies, yeah. Oh, I've been seeing those too.
Are those daisies?
Yep. They're tiny daisies. They're kind of cute.
Love it. Have you been doing any nature art?
Wow.
Ooh, there's that. Oh.
Baking.
Well, I've been doing a lot of baking. Like I made multiple chocolate cakes, and I also made a caramel tart, but also one time for an assignment we were learning about someone. He was an artist and he did art but like with nature. So I did kind of like a desert scene with like dead dried up plants as sand, and then wait, what are those things that we always have in our yard with the yellow one?
Dandelions.
Yeah, dandelions. Dandelions for a sun, and their stems for like the rays.
Ooh, gorgeous.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing well, I guess I wouldn't necessarily consider it nature art, but I do art in nature because we have like a big table out back, so I do art in nature. I do a lot of art. Does this count? Drawing like a scene on our shed in chalk. Is that
Yes,
nature art?
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
like that's amazing. Just like, yeah, just your shed's already there. That's what I mean
Yeah.
about natural art because like, we're stuck at home and sure, the first step is kind of like, okay, let's get out the paints. Let's draw. Let's do this. Let's collage. But then I feel like then we're like, oh, let's go outside. And then I feel like you're still creative when you're outside and maybe even more creative. So I'm wondering, yeah, if you've been doing it outside. So Charlie, yeah, just doing it outside is nice. But if, yeah, you've been incorporating, things that you find along the way, or I love that you, yeah, just did chalk over your shed because it's always there. And why not just put a little design on it?
Yeah,
It
it's like
washes
a
away
house.
eventually.
It's like a house with a sun and some flowers, smoke coming out of the chimney, birds.
Yeah, I think it's like a tradition to do it on the summer solstice. We did the first thing that we did, it was like, I guess 4 or 5 years ago with Laurel actually.
And I got burned by a sparkler because I didn't know that you weren't supposed to touch the bit that the fire already went through.
So that was not the best part of the night. It was also like 10 o'clock, so and we were like 3 and 5. So
If it would be 3 and 6.
yeah, and 3 and 6. So we had gone.
Evolved since then.
Yeah, we went to the park and did some stuff, and then we came back like Laurel and did the shed and drew amazing butterflies that you can still kind of see from like 4 years ago because there's like a little thing covering it so it doesn't get rained on.
Oh, that's so nice. I hope, yeah, a little bit of what you just did also kind of stays somewhere over time. Is it still there? Is it gone?
Nope. And also there's what Charlie said. So there's the shed, and then there's so that's my ground stick. And then there's like a thing that goes like that, so the rain kind of like protects it from just going down.
Oh, perfect. So it's
And you can still faintly see my drawing of Queen Mary. Not like the person, but the school.
Ooh, you know what I see in your future? Murals.
Yeah, Mom has
Painting a whole wall. Like,
actually, we've been talking about this. That Mom has given us walls. So when we're actually better at doing stuff, we can paint the walls.
is
But
she the best mom ever?
I know. She like let us paint our dining room magenta. Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
And our kitchen is like pink with blue liner.
Wow, that sounds so fun.
I know.
I want your mom. Jill. Aw, that's so nice. What is your favorite colors? This is just a personal question I have to ask everyone.
Okay. Well, my favorite color is yellow, and I like yellow because of the sun, and also partly because when my mom was pregnant with me, Charlie whispered to me through like my mom's belly, "Your favorite color will be yellow."
Who does that? Who does that?
Oh, our favorite color is yellow.
That's so funny.
Before I tell you my favorite color, actually, our personal question is, where's your favorite place in Mexico to go? So.
Yeah,
hey, you're not allowed to turn this on me. You're not allowed to turn this on me.
Because once we were asking questions to Mom's radio class in Trent, and then we got to be there for the last one, and so we asked them questions and we ran out of them, so we just asked, "What is your favorite place in Mexico?"
And not many.
Why not?
Gone to Mexico, actually, the people that we've interviewed. So
only Matthias answered.
Of course.
Okay, my favorite color is it's always been like, it's hard to explain, like that purpley, bluish, indigo-y color. But like
more like a purple that's more bluish.
Yeah, but like with like lavender purple that's more like bluish.
Ah, okay.
It's weird, but I like it.
It's a specific shade.
That one, and like either like an avocado green. I've learned to love it because that's what Mom's office is, and that used to be my room. But also like that foresty, like deep green that is
Yeah.
like so amazing that I love so much.
Mhm. I
And
love
those-
that.
I like
Yeah. Do you think that this time has made you more or less talkative?
More. Well,
More.
I've always been talkative, but this makes me really talkative.
I don't like actually talking to people. I've grown more introvert. How do you say it? I can't even speak at this point.
I'm really good at saying stuff.
I can talk to people that I know, but not very well. Like I'm either the most how do you like the eloquent?
Eloquent?
I'm either the most eloquent person you've ever met, or like I don't know how to speak. So,
Silent. Just
it's kind of
silence.
between the two.
Well, maybe
So-
you've grown more confident in your independence. Like you don't need to talk. You're like, I can say something.
I don't really think so because I've never liked to talk. Like on my first day of kindergarten,
Never.
I didn't talk. You know, I use silent. I don't really use silent. But just like when I got out of the first day of kindergarten, I was so thirsty. I was like, water, please give me water.
So do you find that
So-
like
I never really talk. I guess I'm talking to you a lot, but I guess because that's I know you.
yeah, I know you, but also I can relate a little bit, but I was gonna ask because I find, maybe it's also what you're talking about too, right? Like you're more quiet and, wallflowery, or you're just sort of like in your world. And then as soon as there's like music or art or something, it kind of like brings you out and gives you something to start uh talking about, or I don't know, maybe it's something I don't think, for me personally, I don't think about, but I feel similar. Like when I feel really quiet and I can go the whole day without speaking. And then, yeah, as soon as you get out a musical instrument or something, then it's like, okay, let's play or let's talk about this, or I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's right.
Yeah. And like usually when I'm shy, like for new people, I don't really talk at all. But I talk a lot with people that I know, like a lot.
That's awesome.
Sometimes a bit too much.
Too much.
And sometimes when we're like about to go in bed, my mom says something and then I add it on and then she adds on and then like that goes into a conversation.
And then I start crying because I don't like.
You're like, no, please stop.
Please.
So has this time made you more or less goofy?
Well, I'm with my sister right now, so I can't answer that question.
Probably more.
I don't know. I probably a bit more like silly. But before that happens, okay. Ready? I need to tell you a joke. A good one. Okay. What did the custodian say when he came out of the closet?
I don't know.
Supplies.
I
Love
have
it.
it if you'd like.
Okay, do it.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
I don't know.
Because the P is silent.
Those are good. I've never heard of that. Okay, another one. Please go.
What's the one about the the one that I did is the only joke that I know.
How do you get an astronaut baby to sleep?
I don't know.
You rock it.
Of course you do.
And how does the moon cut his hair?
I don't know.
Eclipse it.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I've not even heard of any of these jokes. They're so good.
Oh, why don't you tell? So actually, Mara's, is good at making punchlines.
And so yeah, so I'm good at making punchlines, and Charlie's good at making it into a joke.
So you also write jokes.
Yeah. What about the
Wow.
one about the litter? Why don't you do that one, Mara? That's a
Hey,
little
that
bit
like literally gave it to me.
I've been.
Okay, what is a garbage can's favorite subject in school?
Trash? No, I don't know.
Literacy.
You made that joke?
Mara made it all by herself. We actually
That's so funny.
it's good. Mara's very good at
What's brown and sticky?
Obviously poop, like, but I don't know what the punchline's supposed to be.
A stick.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I am not that funny. I cannot write a joke at all. I don't think I've ever written a joke in my whole life.
You can try.
No. My jokes are just poop, like poop and fart jokes. Like that's it. That's it. They're not even jokes.
Kind of a joke that I just kind of made up.
What?
How well I'm not sure how to do it, but it's like far and fart.
What? Oh, you're trying to make a connection between far and fart.
Yes.
Okay, where's the joke part?
I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, you're doing.
Yeah. We wouldn't miss the garbage can joke. I think those are our best jokes.
I just made it fun. Why is a barbecue good at cutting hair?
I don't know why.
Because it's a barbecue.
Did you just make that up?
Yes.
How are you doing this? This is sorcery. I can't do that. Wow. You're so creative. Okay, so you're clearly more creative, definitely more goofy, definitely more talkative. I'm feeling, like this has been a very, well, obviously you're growing up anyway, but it feels like you're evolving to a level I can't even keep up with at this point. So what are the sort of like what are your plans for the rest of the summer, I guess, now that you're actually allowed to be free, no school, no expectation of school, Tell me.
Well, we are still supposed to do our workbooks. But
Workbooks are great.
yes. But we're gonna have a sleepover with Grandma and Grandpa on Saturday, and then we're gonna be there for a week, and then Mom and Dad are gonna come on Monday.
That's so
And so
nice.
we're gonna stay for Saturday and Sunday, then Mom and Dad are gonna come on Monday, I think.
Also when we get back,
And Susan, Auntie Claire are gonna be there. Susan's our new baby cousin. He's like 1 year old.
Aw. So family. Family is the big highlight for you.
yeah, and also once the weather finally gets better, and stop raining, what's wrong with you, weather? We have this like big, like those inflatable pools, right? Like the circle ones, right?
Yeah.
Imagine twice the size of that, except for in a rectangle shape. We have one of those, and it's amazing. So we had that in the summer last year, and so what we do, we have this like those tent things that like kind of go on the top.
It's like
like a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of like a canopy thingy.
Yeah.
So you would stick the pool underneath that, a few chairs around it, bathing suits, hot dogs, and boom, you have feet in the pool, us swimming, having hot dogs, and like amazing. Like
That sounds like a dream. Oh my gosh. Also, that's such a good idea to put the canopy over the pool. How come I've never seen that? That's so great. Can I come over? I want hot dogs. Hello.
And we also got a fire pit, so now we can like roast marshmallows.
It's perfect. You don't have to leave the backyard at all.
Never
Of
again.
course, we need the rain to stop though.
Well, it is good that we have rain, but it's also not as good that we have rain for 2 weeks in the middle of summer.
And it's just like I feel like I looked at the weather and I was like, oh, I think this is the last week of this rain. And then I looked, I'm like, there's a whole other week? Like it's just not gonna
Mondays would just be cloudy, but I bet it's gonna rain. But the rest of the week is supposed to be like,
And then the week after that is gonna be like so partly cloudy, but I don't think it's gonna rain.
Yeah, hopefully it clears, but I don't know. Either way, I feel like you guys are gonna have a good day on Saturday because that's supposed to be like the one not rainy day. Yeah, hopefully, I know. I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, hopefully there's one good weekend day for you to just like be outside and run around and not worry. Yeah, so I guess I've asked you so many questions. Do you have any other things you want to say or share or ask me?
What's your favorite animal?
Whoa, great question. I've had the same favorite animal my whole life, and it's a black leopard. Actually, so I was about to say panther, but the point of my grade 5 school project was I did a project on black leopards and how I thought it was weird that they call them panthers because they're just black leopards. Like they're leopards, but they're black. And I did a presentation when I was like, yeah, like around your age, grade 5. And I did a presentation about like how they have melanin and, their whole habitat and everything. But I've just always loved panthers, black leopards, and then also like black cats. I'm surprised she hasn't come, but I pretend that I have a little black
See,
panther with me.
I did see a black cat like on the sleeve.
Did she?
Yeah.
Well, she was so sneaky. I didn't. Usually she's like coming and she's like right in front of the camera and she's like, look at me. But I love her and I love how she just like she just always comes. I'm surprised that she's probably just really tired from this rainy day. But yeah, anyway, that's my favorite animal.
Yeah. Actually, we used to have little barn kitties. They're cute.
Well, we didn't own them. They were just there.
They were just there. Naturally.
Yeah. And then they left. Sad. But there was 2 of them, so we kind of each had one,
One time I got bit by the cat.
So
But we sometimes like play with them on the haystacks.
yeah, you could jump over the haystack. So it was like a little tiny black kitten, and it was like, I don't know, it was BC or something. Like, I don't know, maybe it's something about leopards or like panthers, I guess. And cold in it. So I don't know what we named it, but like we mixed them together or something like that.
Yeah.
Like to say anything?
Charcoal.
I think mine was like a tabby cat. Yeah, mine was a tabby cat.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here she is. I have to show you what she's doing. Oh, she noticed. Damn it. She tries to open this door next to my desk, and it has like a little knob. And she actually jumps and holds onto it and tries to like turn the knob and she'll be hanging. Okay, if she does it again, I have to show you because it's so funny. But anyway, hey Jill, do you want to say hi?
I've sort of been speaking through my children. I want to know, why did you start Borderless?
Oh, wow, great question. I started it actually because okay, my cat is doing this thing. She keeps trying. Okay, I started Borderless because I grew up kind of like super poor and my family were like refugee immigrants, and I moved every year of my life. So my life was very hectic and chaotic until probably high school. And then even after that, like honestly, until I came to Peterborough and kind of Trent, I feel like my life was just passing by and stuff. I always really loved music and art. Like I always, I was very quiet and I painted a lot. Oh, here's Cosmo. And so I never got to actually get involved in music or art as much as I like felt very connected to it and wanted to do it. I felt very creative. But then when I came to Peterborough and I started like actually getting to like play music and do art and this was before I got involved with Rock Camp for Girls too. But I got into it and I found that it was just hard to make music as a woman with other like mostly guys that I was like making music with, and it was kind of like everyone knew more than me and had played guitar for years or played piano for years, and I always felt like like, oh, I shouldn't do art because I didn't do it before or because I'm not good or sort of silly things like that. And I kind of started Borderless after, like the world started kind of ending, like when Trump got elected and, everything was like, whoa, what is like life? And I don't know, I felt really motivated when, like by politics, I guess, by life. I was like, you know what? I don't care if I'm not good or I don't care if I don't know how to play the drums. So Mara, that's how I kind of got into like I don't care if I don't know how to play. I know how to make noise. And got involved with rock camp, but I wanted to make shows, with other people like me. So whether you're like a woman or non-binary, trans, like whether you're from a different background and you never got the opportunity to try music or like, I just wanted to gather as many people as possible and just like start making shows just together instead of like worrying about not fitting in, like in the already like not fitting in. Yeah. So I started Borderless because I felt like I didn't fit into music or art and I felt like there were other people that felt, like they didn't have a place and I wanted to like make a place for all of us to just feel comfortable and have fun and remember what music and art is all about, which I think it is like a lot about, collaboration and like learning from each other and community. And that's why I really love that you guys, make music and art together because I know it's very natural to you, but it's so special because everyone else, like not everyone, but you know, if you're not confident, you'll just never do it. And if there's someone else not with you, like if there's not someone there to share it with you, you'll just not do it. Like imagine if you didn't have each other and it's just one of you and like sure you might make some art for a bit, but then you get bored or you get like discouraged or something and there's not that other person next to you being like, make a song with me. So Borderless, I feel like, we've all been kind of like the same artist too over the last 4 years. Like it's not always the same show, but we kind of poke each other and we're like, hey, do you want to play a Borderless show? Hey, do you want to play Borderless Fest? Hey, do you want to play in a band with me? Hey, do you want to do this with me? And yeah, so I feel like we're embodying your spirit of that, like keeping each other together and like still like being creative and most of all having fun because I feel like if you're not having fun, if it's not getting something, whether it's like even anger, if you're angry, if you're not having fun while you're getting that anger out, then like what are you doing? You're just being angry. So anyway, that's my spiel about Borderless and why I really wanted to talk to you guys and include you in the festival, because you're definitely like such a good example of the spirit of getting creative with each other. And yeah, I feel like I'm also kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm your little sister. And I just want to like poke you and be like, "Hey, you want to play with me?" So yeah, thank you so much for showing me your instruments and telling me things about yourself. And I'm really excited to, hear you guys play during the festival and play in the band, Steelburner and Sons. And yeah, if you would like to play a little song for the end of this uh, interview, I would really love that again. Do you think you have like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Probably. Do you think they
Where-
grab
where
my
is
phone?
it you-
It's I was also thinking sister.
All right, I'll just sing because I don't have to put on the wrong.
Love it.
Just
Thank
grab him ukulele. I would hug you if it wasn't to the screen.
I want to hug you too.
As soon as it will come again. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. Sometimes my sister gets on my nerves. Sometimes she makes my stomach turn. But she never learns. But she never learns. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She is annoying. I told her to get going, but she's loitering. But she's loitering. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She's my sister. We will be forever. I still love her. I still love her. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister, sister. She's my sister. She's my sister, 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 sister. She's my sister.
Thank you so much, rock and roll princesses.
Thank you.
Yay. Thank you. Okay, I'll click